Hey guys, it's Arlene. I wanted to share quickly with you the card that I made for my husband for our 10-year wedding anniversary. So let me go ahead and get started. So the card base that I'm using is 4¼ by 5½, but it's, gosh, what's the size? It is 5½ by 8½. Yeah, that's right. I had to think about that for a second. And then I scored it at 4¼ Okay, so card base. I got the card base cardstock from Paper Presentation. I think it's a 100-pound weight cardstock, so it's very durable. I like using that cover type cardstock when I make cards, so it's pretty good quality. And then I cut a piece of manila paper like this from a manila folder. I cut it at 4 by 5¼ Okay, so it just matted perfectly onto the card. And then what I did is I glimmer mist it using graphite glimmer mist and caramel apple glimmer mist. And then I heat set it, and then I crumpled it. I crumpled the piece of paper just into a little ball, and then I spread it out. And then I took my pumice stone distress ink and I directly rubbed it against the paper. So basically what that does is the pumice stone ink catches on the crumpled parts of the paper, which is really cool. And then I took some wax paper. I stuck the paper between wax paper, and then I used my craft iron to flatten out the page. And then I adhered it to the base. Actually, before I adhered it, I stamped with the walnut stain distress ink. I stamped the Royal Script stamp, and this is from the Tim Holtz Cling Mount stamp set. I stamped that on there, and then I edged the sides of the paper using my Tim Holtz paper distresser, and then I further edged it with more walnut stain distress ink. Okay, so that's how I did the base. And then this image of the married couple I got from the internet, and I just basically Googled vintage couple, and that's what it came back with. And then this flower here, and I just distressed it, I'm sorry, I paper edge distressed it and used walnut stain distress ink as well. And then this flower here is using the Tattered Flower die by Tim Holtz Alterations line. I love that die. And what I did is I took some vintage map paper, and I forgot what collection it is, but I picked it up at Michael's. And I used 4 of the larger flowers. Hold on one sec, let me show you. Okay, so here's the die. I used 4 of the larger flowers and 1 of this medium size flower right here. Okay, and then basically what I did is I pinched each of the floral pieces, or the petals. I just pinched it and folded it, and pinched it and folded it with each one. And then, but before I did that, I'm sorry, after I die cut it, I glimmer mist them with Wheatfields and silver before I actually went and started pinching and just folding them. And then the edges of the petals, before I started putting the flower together, after pinching them, I edged it with the walnut stain distress ink. Okay, so that's how I got the flower. And I just basically used my glue gun to layer them together. And then this in the center here is a Scrabble tile. And what I did is I printed up this little vintage image off the internet, and then I adhered it directly to the Scrabble tile using glossy accents. And then I put some Ranger embossing ink. I basically just dipped the tile face down into the embossing ink, and then I poured UD over it and heat set it. So that's how I got the vintage tile. Okay, and then over here I have a Jenny Bolin stick pin. I love these stick pins. I just ordered more from Your Paper Pantry. Hi, Roxy and Samantha. So I love these. And then I have a little angel button on there. Okay, so, and then I have a brown feather. I love these feathers. I love working with feathers. And then over here I have they call this the burgundy colored Prima Bling, but you guys, to me that looks coffee colored. It doesn't really look burgundy to me, so it matches this card perfectly because I'm using browns and blacks. And then down here I have some ribbon trim with sequins on it. And then over here I have a vintage raffle ticket. It's a blank ticket, and I distressed it with the paper edger and some of the pumice stone and walnut stain distress ink. and then I stamped it with Cherish and with Love, and then this little heart is from one of my Maya Road bingo stamp sets. And then on the side here I have a little tiny quail feather and one of my aluminum roses. I love these so much. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, so this is my card for my honey, and then and then just in the inside I just printed up a sentiment, and I used my ticket corner punch from Stampin' Up! to get that. So, and then I put a little quote here from Mother Teresa: "We can do no great things, only small things with great love." I love that. So anyways, that's my card for my honey for our 10-year wedding anniversary. I'm probably going to figure out, I'm probably going to take some of my grunge paper and punch out the number 10 and put it somewhere on here, but it's already pretty busy, so I'm not sure where I'd put it. But anyways, there's my card. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.